Hey there YouTube, this is JV111 here. Welcome back to another episode of Let the Beast Be Fed. I'm kind of alone on the server again. I don't know what's going on with everybody. Then again, my schedule has been really weird because of school, so unfortunately this episode's going to be another solo one. So I've done a little bit of work in my B area. As you can see, I am 9 apiary blocks away, or alveary blocks away from having an alveary. And I already got my oakwood slabs here. Um, I went on a bit of a hunt. I found some water bees. So these things, they need to be submerged in water from what I can figure out. I've tried over top and doesn't like it. And you need to have lily pads around it. The lily pads are their flower. Also, I've been working on these for quite some time. Industrious, Imperial. Yep, I'm making royal jelly and pollen. So I can make this bad boy. So I got a project table going here. Now, I know this pipe looks weird. This is supposed to be a, what was it? The emerald pipe. The texture pack I'm using, they updated it. I'm going to explain to you what's going on with the texture pack, and yeah, some things are going on that's weird. But that's later. Right now, we're going to have some fun. So this is an emerald pipe. The emerald pipe's cool. You can actually tell it. It acts like a wooden pipe. You can tell it what items to take out of any area. Like, that's just cool. I'm sorry, I like this. When I first read it, though, there was rumors that it was supposed to be similar to a gold pipe. So basically, whenever anything were to be taken out of the inventory, it would just shoot it out at full speed. But looks like that's not the case. Although that'd be a pretty cool idea. It's not the case. So yeah, so I got a tank here for honey. My DNA tank is going full speed ahead. Oh, and they fixed this! Thank freaking God they fixed this. When I was playing around with this first, you would have to like basically if I had like a bee in my inventory, you have to put the bee in and then it would put it in to here. But for some reason, it would get jammed right here, and then you have to like shift click something in again and all that. Oh, it was just a pain in the freaking butt. So this is fixed now. You can actually set up a proper system now to funnel them in. I don't know what's going on with these textures. I think some of them are still a little bit funky. I'll talk to the guys. Another thing that's a little bit funky is, where did I put it? Yeah, I don't have a texture for my Omni Wrench, but I am going to put it in my bag so I do not lose it. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff because I've also been working on some other things. Let me just eat a little bit. Looks like I'm a little bit hungry. I should probably turn on my sound. You know, let's do that. Options. All right, sound's on. So what's going on here? Oh, I found out what this little hole in the wall over here was for. Oh, and for those of you who are not aware of what's going on with this, lava still going. Thing is, oh, the way they nerfed it was for tungsten. I don't know why, but now it produces little piles of tungsten dust. I would have thought GregTech would have nerfed the copper to make it into tiny piles of copper dust, which I think would have been a better nerf. But you know, tungsten's still here, copper's still here. The only downside is I still have to make it into the other copper because that's the copper we have over in the storage area. Luckily, we have a forge lexicon. It just takes some time. But yeah, I want to show you this. We got a matter fab. Yay! It's draining power like a freaking bad weed though. Like this Mufasa is dead. This one's powering all of these guys, so I'm not gonna touch it. But this is my little contribution to the system. So basically, I got a filter system. Not a filter, sorry. This is a transposer for a couple barrel and a barrel. Manually feed cobble into him. I can turn this off. This lever affects both timers. That timer set to 10 seconds. This one's set to 3. It seems to be at 3 seconds. These should be normal pipes. That was my bad. But yeah, at 3 seconds, this seems to pull out cobble fast enough for the recycler to use it and not have a backlog. So for all of you who need to know to figure that out, 3 seconds at about looks like it's traveling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 blocks, or 7 if you count this, 7 or 8. So we're gonna say traveling through the pipe at 6 blocks for every 3 seconds, so about 2 blocks a second. So that'd be a fair estimate. I don't care about this being at 10 seconds because basically it allows this to add up a little bit and then go into here. We're probably going to be using this U matter for more uranium because we updated to version 8 as most servers have, and they killed the dupe. The dupe's dead. For those who don't know about the dupe, it's the system with rich slag. They killed it. It's good and dead. I'm all sad. So yeah, I want to show you guys the bees first to see that I may end up being the first YouTuber, hopefully, to make one of these on camera. How cool is that? Okay, so I might as well tell you guys what these ones are. So I think this one's I gotta figure out which one's which. Okay, so we got fan. Yeah, so the alveoli fan, what it does is it's supposed to cool the ambient temperature within this system. So basically this alveoli basically acts like its own climate controlled area, so it can be any temperature. Like if you look at here, that's the temperature slot, a climate slot. So you can actually control this using MJs, and it'll do that. This one's the heater, so it's supposed to heat the ambient temperature. So I'm probably going to be using this for my modest drones eventually. And then this block is cool. I'm going to replace probably these 2 blocks with one of them, but I need more diamonds first because it needs diamond electron tubes. This was a swarmer. And the idea of the swarmer is pretty much you put royal jelly in it. It's just got like a little 4-slot thing, so you could put like 4 stacks of royal jelly. Oh, I hear skeleton. I want to say Skeletron because I've been watching a lot of Top Mass. Let's see if this guy's still going. He's still going at web combs. That's cool. But yeah, so there's the stuff. So these produce what are referred to as swarm hives, and you can break a swarm hive, and it'll only produce one princess. So it's going to produce it. They're going to spawn in around 25 block radius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So up to this point, away from the alveoli, and all the way around. So like that way, and that way. It'll produce a swarm hive. Now these swarm hives are a little bit tricky. Or not really tricky. They'll only produce a princess of whatever bee or whatever queen you currently have inside the alveoli. So let's say I had I don't know, I had a caustic queen. I think those ones are used for bronze combs. Not 100% on that one though, so don't quote me. I still have a lot to learn about the bees. Watching a lot of generic bee and a lot of floor star, but I still have a lot to learn about the bees. So it'll produce a caustic princess, but that princess would have a chance to be what I'm going to refer to as what would I call this? I'm going to refer to as highly mutated. And the reason I want to call it this is because it has the opportunity, it has a chance to not produce any descendants. So when you turn the princess into a queen, it won't. it probably will not produce any drones or princesses. It'll only produce combs or whatever else other byproduct it creates. So you gotta be careful. I figure if you're lucky enough, those ones will become BNA unless you really need the stuff, and the rest of the stuff will, and the rest of them will become proper members of society. Oh, I need new framing here. Been really busy making frames. And I got kind of creative on the crossbreeding. Yeah, I was using Meadows drones of all the things to use to breed them. Meadows. I had an extra queen and I just got creative and it worked. If you have enough industrious drones, you can make it work. You can create an industrious queen real quick out of Meadows. Crossbreeding FTD for the win. So our rubber tree farm, we turned it off for one reason. Oh, I'm getting frame rate's dropping. Frame rate's dropping. Shit. We got enough rubber to last us forever. Yeah, I can't even use the rubber fast enough. I haven't been able to use the rubber fast enough. So yeah. So these are the Steve carts. I'm actually going to probably dedicate this episode, that was just an intro over there. I'm going to dedicate this episode to make another Steve cart farm, because I got some potatoes. I want to make a potato farm somewhere. And I want to use Steve carts to do it. I know forestry updated, and you can do the microblock, or the multi-block structures, and all that stuff. I just really like the Steve carts, especially make solar panels. They're expensive. Not gonna lie to you guys, it is an expensive process, but it's worth it. So I don't know where I want to put the farm per se. Actually, I don't even know if I have enough rails. So let's determine first if I have enough rails. If I don't, we might be building some using Railcraft. And then next episode will be Steve Cart Farm. It's not looking good. I got 10. Fake. Really hope I was gonna have more. Alright. We're making some rails. I need at least 20-ish or so, I think. Luckily we got some PCBs, so that's gonna help us out a little bit. So, wooden ties. Where are you? There you are. I need some creosote oil. I can put it into a can or a capsule. And some other stuff. So, I'm going to make a capsule because I got tin coming out of my behind. Let's go grab the tin from over here. And that's what we got this iron tank for all our creosote oil. So, tin. Thank you. I guess that's why this is going on freaking max speed. Just to refill this guy. I might stop this just to let it come back up. So that's actually what I'm going to do. So, stop. Yeah, this is cool. EU splitter cable. Make it if you want to turn off all your high-powered stuff and not have to like break cables. There we go. She's refilling. I'll let you guys figure out the recipe for yourselves. So you got any eye, just search up EU splitter cable. So that one's for my other stuff here. This one I haven't used yet. So to make cans, it's just basically the bucket recipe upside down with tin. So we're going to get, I say 36 would be enough. So that was iron. Oh, there's another tin right there. I'm going to have to forge oxycon this one. Yeah, forge oxycon, greatest invention they've ever made for this game. Only downside is you can't automate it. Automate it, please. If anyone's listening to this that knows the people who made the Forge Lexicon, please get some sense into them and tell them to automate it so we can just run it forever. Alright, so should be coming up soon. The ones I got. I'm gonna get another stack of wooden ties, or these guys. Alright, so need more. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Fucking telemarketers. Oh, sorry for swearing. Alright, so we used all of our wooden ties now. I need to put some of these back. So that goes back, and that goes back. I want to keep 52 on me. So now we gotta make rails. Or track. What are those called? Yeah, track. So I need a wooden rail bed. How can you steel? You have got to be shitting me. I can get more steel. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, I just made a bunch of wooden ties for nothing. Well, not nothing. Might need them later. But dear sweet Mike. We got steel here. Okay, so boom, boom, stick, boom, boom, stick, boom, 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 boom. Do I need special steel? Do I need elastic on it? Gotta love the Forge Lexicon. Bing, 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 bing. Haha! Track! That's cool. Learn something new every day. This is a mess. We gotta get this somewhere. I'll figure out something downstairs. Alright, so we got some track. We got some spuds. So I guess we are gonna make some Steve carts. Alright, so let's get the Steve carts going right now. So the first thing you gotta make with a Steve cart, so we're gonna need a standard hull. Now you can make a wooden hull, but that ain't the best. You can also make a reinforced hull. Don't know what that does. That is with reinforced metal, which you make by stabilized metal. Okay, never mind. Let's make a standard hull. So we need 5 iron ingots and 2 of these iron wheels. Basically a minecart recipe, and you add these iron wheels. And the way you make these iron wheels is sticks and iron ingot. So let's get a. I think I have enough on me to do this. I got 7, so let's try it out. So first, let's make a couple more sticks. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 iron wheels and a standard hull. So then you're gonna have to put it into this, which is the cart assembler. Now I'll show you how you make the cart assembler. Cart assembler. It is made with 4 pieces of stone, 3 iron ingots, and 2 small PCBs. And the PCBs are made with gold, redstone, and iron. Lots of iron in Sea of Cards mod. So now you're going to notice this panel. You're going to have room for engines, a tool, certain attachments, storage, and add-ons. And this part right here is where you put your standard hull. So now it tells you which spots are open for you to add into it. So for our engine, we want solar engine. So let's go with solar. So we're going to want a standard solar engine. Or do we want the compact one? I think the compact one would be much better. So we're going to do the compact one instead. So for that, we're going to need 2 pistons, an advanced PCB, which is a lot of stuff. Go back. And these solar panels, which are pretty easy to make. Or is it this one? No, then we need this one, which requires all this. So we need a lot of PCBs. So let's get to work. And I got any iron? Yes, I do. 1, 2. Gonna need a bit of gold. Alright. Let's make these PCBs first. So the PCB is, I already forgot the freaking recipe. 4 redstone, 4 iron, and gold. So how many am I gonna need? Let's make, I'm gonna go with 8. Okay, so now we got the 8 PCB. So now we gotta make the larger PCB, which is the advanced one. So it requires 2 on either side, and iron in the middle with some redstone. So let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and like this. So we got the advanced PCB. So now we need the advanced solar panels, which require normal solar panels, which are glowstone and thus. But how many do we need for the large ones? We need 4 of these per, so we need to make 8 of the little guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're now in a room here. Just go drop off some dirt. And of course, without fail, it rains. I need to get Optifine installed. Alright, so now I got the solar panels. So now it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And 2 PCB. And what else is it? 2 iron. Either way. We got 2 advanced solars. So now I come here. I got a piston plan. I need cobble. And I need this. Nope, can't put it in. So drop in the cobble. Drop in the wood. Take out the tin. Put in 2 iron. And take this guy back out. So now, 1, 2. We're making the engine now. So we need these 2 up top. 2 PCB, and as such. No? Oh, other way around. 1, and then 2 on either side. So then we got the compact solar engine. So we can come back to the card assembler, and in the engine slot, put the compact solar. Pretty cool, huh? So now we got that. So now we're going to want a normal engine. So let's just take a look at engine. We got the solar engine already. We don't want a coal engine. I'm surprised we can't make the other kind of engine. Ooh, interesting stuff. I guess I'll just make another solar engine. That one's a little bit cheaper. First thing I'm going to add a cart upgrade. I had a storage cart thing made here. Oh, I can't do that. Side chests. See, the problem with this, if you see this, you can't have storage things on top. So we got to make an internal storage system. So internal storage, and that requires chest panes, which are fairly simple to do. It's just wood and planks, and then iron chest lock, which is stone and whatnot. Do I have any spare stuff anywhere here? I wonder. Even though it's easy to do, it's good to always use up materials that have already been made. So, I'm gonna make a couple. 1, 2. Into the storage unit. Stack, no, they don't. So now we're going to need a tool. So now we can have multiple kinds of tools, but because we want to make a potato, it's different. Now you can make drills and all that. We want to make a potato farm, so we need the farmer. That requires 3 diamond, an iron ingot, a gold ingot, and 2 simple PCBs. I'm running low on diamonds. If anyone found this out yet, please let me know in the comments how to make diamond bees. I need to get more diamonds. 1, 2, 3. So we got that. Give me that back. 1, 2, 3. 2 PCB, gold ingot, iron ingot. We got the farmer attachment. So now we add the tool. As you can see now, it now has the farmer here. So I actually might make the coal engine, because I think the coal engine allows you to burn lava. So let's make a coal engine. It's actually not that expensive, surprisingly enough. It's only a furnace and some stuff, so get that done pretty quickly. Piston plant, 1, 2. Make a furnace. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Coal engine. And you see here the total time as I go will go up for how long it's going to take to build. So we got coal engine. Yeah, that one you can do lava on it. What else should I do? Let's go attachments. What kind of attachments are there? There's railers, there's large railer, there's build bridge, there's track mover. There's a hydrator, a large hydrator, a fertilizer, a seat, advanced control system, a shooter, an advanced shooter, clearing machine, a dynamite carrier, note sequencer, a cage, and a firework display. Actually, you know what? I think that's good enough. Just want to check out the add-ons. Interesting. Chunk loader add-on. We need all that stuff. So we got a colorizer, blue pigment, green pigment, red pigment, liquid sensor, any detector, disc, divine shield required. Oh, damn. Military we could do, but we don't really need that. So I think this will do really well for what we need it to do. So let's click. Yeah, let's click assemble. So now it's going to drain power as it's going. So you're gonna, and it's gonna, the card's going to come out right here. So you're going to want to fill this up with some more charcoal or fuel of your type, of your choice. Since we have a plentiful supply of charcoal, and I'm lagging like a mother trucker, I'm going to fill it up with charcoal. Make sure it never runs out. So now we're going to prepare the area by which we will create our farm. And I'm going to find a spot, and I'll come back in when I found the spot and when I have the area set up. So see y'all in a few. And I'm back. So what we did here, this is what I found. I just put it right beside the rotary farm for now. So I set up my little potato farm here. Also got the track set up. I got the water underneath it to keep these hydrated. And I got this. Let me just pick that up quickly. Show you guys what it is. It is an advanced detector rail. You make it by using iron and redstone, and 2 stone pressure plates. We had 1 spare, so I'm using it. Now the next thing we're going to need is what's called a cargo manager, and it ain't cheap. No sir, it ain't. So we're going to get right on into that. So first, probably need some more of those panes, so give me some of that. Make it 2 logs. 3 or 4. Alright, so we're going to make a bunch of those wooden, these chest panes, and you're going to see why. Okay, that should be enough. Leave that on the ground for now. Place that right there. Ooh, here comes the lag again. Man, I'm getting 7 frames per second. What the shit? I need to get Optifine on this ASAP. So we need some iron also. And the way this works is you put these guys all the way around. Probably could have made a little more, so I will. Get a couple stacks. So, da, 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 da. Bam, bam. So such and as such and iron, you get 8. So those stacks will give us just enough to max out. Alright, so now we need to make first some large iron panes, which is 4 of these guys. So we're going to need 4 of the large iron panes, or actually, hang on. What are these guys made out of? Yeah, so 4 of the large and 5 of the huge, or 4 of the huge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, 4. Oh, 4. So we got those. Let's get this out of here. And looking good. I'm gonna lose some room here real soon. Don't need this gold ingot, so put that back. I can stack those buckets. Where did I put those? There they are. Oh. Should be able to shift click back into your inventory. Something you can fix with that. Anyway, so cargo, large dynamic pane, which requires a dynamic pane, which is 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we got that. So now we just put this all to. Oh wait, I need to make the large. I derped. Then another piece of redstone, large dynamic, and then all the way around, and then all the way around, and we got a cargo manager. Yay! So now we can put all these in here. Yes, that's a that looks like a big waste, but you know, could come in handy one day, and then you can actually uncraft them in a crafting table. All right, so now we're gonna put the cargo manager here. So I'm gonna have to do some trickery here. 1 block here, 1 block here. Because I need, do I have one on me? No, I don't. Damn it. Okay. I know we have some made. We need a transposer, and we're going to need a few barrels anyways. So let's get 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cook all those logs. Turn them into turtle fuel. So we got those. Let's get. Where is that transposer? There's one. There. One will do. Do I have enough? Should be enough pneumatic pipe. So we're going to put the transposer here. Slip her around. Oh, I forgot the timer. Darn it. And now we have a bunch of timers made. It's one of the few circuits we use all the time here. Me and STD. Although he hasn't been on much. Well, when I've been on, so. Kinda sucks. But, c'est la vie. So we're gonna go like that, like that. I'm gonna put. Let's get some of this guy. Put him him, him. And I'm going to have him going out one more here. And like that, and then like that. As such. Should probably get one more barrel because I hate OCD cakes like this. OCD strong. But I'm not touching it because if I break them, I'm going to have 64 stacks of logs times whatever the hell is there all on the ground, and the lag would possibly kill my computer. So this monstrosity remains until I get a better computer. So like that. So we can now cover this up. Place him here. Set the interval. We're going to do it to... Sorry about that. 8 seconds. And do I have a lever on me? Yes, I happen to have one. Turn him off. Now we're going to look at the cargo manager manifest here. So now, as you can see, right now, yellow side is where our items are going to be coming in. So it's going to come into here. So we're going to change it to go into the cargo manager. Now, any of these other sides should... Oh, no, that's not going to work. Be sent into here. So now we're going to put the potato here. Ooh. There's a little bit of lag there. We got some mulch being made. Some hummus being made. Beautiful. So let's check out the cart assembler because it says it's going to take about 31 minutes to finish up. Well, I guess I'm going to be not going to stay here for 7 minutes. Alright, so we're going to take another break, and I'll be back when this thing is finished. I currently have in my hand is the cart that we will be using to harvest our potatoes. In theory, at least. So we're going to place the cart down. As you can see, that's the way he's set up. Right now he's out of fuel, so we can just apply some fuel, set the priority to low, and when it's sunny again, which I will start to sleep right now, just so I can show you guys. See, he now deploys the solar panels. Oh, did not see that coming. Alright, so this, I'm assuming I'll have to change to all. Alright. So let's say, for example, we get a potato from this guy. If he comes around and put a potato in his chest, and he comes back around, should deposit the potato into here. And now we do this. Go around and suck out the potato. And there you have it. Just add here. So now this works. So now we'll soon have a multitude of potatoes that we can use. And I'm lagging like crazy, so I'm just going to go up top over here where I don't lag as hard, surprisingly enough, which is beside the bees. Alright, so I need to talk to you guys about some things for now. And it's mainly about this texture pack. Alright, so what's going on with the texture pack, if you guys would have noticed on my last video, is that Deco decided he wants to retain the identity of OCD for himself. Basically, he wants to be the one to shell that and all that stuff. He said he is cool with people using it and modifying it at their own accord. You just cannot distribute it. I'm perfectly fine with that. Well, OCD is his baby. I understand that wholeheartedly. But when it comes to things like FTB and things like that, there aren't that many mod packs or texture packs that have been modified for FTB. And the ones right now, like you got Faithful, you got Sortex, there's like this Mine Little Brony one, there's an Isabella one, there's a few of them. But if you notice on the FTB forums, it's very small right now. So I actually was able to get in contact with the people who were modifying the texture pack. The original one is K2B6S9J. He's the guy who started it, and then the guy who's continuing it is PStyles. So they're both still working on it. They're both PStyles is actually one who gave me a direct link to the mod pack, and K2 is willing to give me a repository by which I can still use the texture pack. So unfortunately, what this means is because Deco wants to keep this to his own, neither one of us, like myself, PS, and K2, we can't distribute it. But if you want, and basically what K2 is actually recommended that I do, I'm going to put up his information on the description of this video. And if you guys want, you can talk to him, and so he can understand the whole story, or so you guys can figure out the whole story. Because I don't know the entire story per se, but I know enough to where I've been pretty much grandfathered into the program, and I'm able to still use the texture pack that they make. They don't distribute to anyone else other than myself. I'm the only one other than them that uses it. I have one other friend that uses it, but I gave it to him back before Deco pulled the plug, so I think he might be grandfathered in too. You guys know him as Rob or Cryo on my series. He's another one that uses it. He's also a huge fan of OCD. And that's what really kind of cheeses me slightly. Like, I understand where he's coming from. I understand that he wants it so that he's the one distributing it. He gets recognition. It's his baby. I get that. But to pull the plug completely, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I need to be honest here. I don't like it. Now, if Deco ever happens to stumble upon this, episode, and he hears me, he thinks I'm being a douche. I apologize. My recommendation to him, though, would be if he could find a way to talk to K2B and PStyles and work out some kind of agreement that allows K2 to continue to modify OCD for FTB while still retaining the whole, like, basically the idea or the image that is OCD under Deco. That would be my recommendation, my own personal recommendation. Because I'm a huge fan of the OCD pack. I haven't really been using it because, again, because I do the modded thing now, not many mods run OCD. Very few of them do. The K2 and PS are doing their darndest to make it so that FTB is OCD compatible. Basically, OCD likes FTB and vice versa. Like, you can just see my world. If you're a fan of OCD, like, there's some little problems here. But, like, look at this. The iron tanks, the liquids, most of the piping's done. The freaking blast furnace. Like, heck, they even got the freaking solar panels in. Like, this is beautiful in my mind. I know there's people like, oh, well, I hate you're not playing vanilla. Well, tough shits. To be honest, the vanilla textures of FTB were designed for vanilla. I'm not a fan of vanilla. They were designed to be nice with the vanilla original texture pack. I don't like it. Why do you think if you look at generic B and BOO, they're running Sphax? Sphax works with FTB because Sphax is basically set up some kind of program. I don't know the exact specifications of it, but it allows people to modify Sphax to run with FTB. I think what they do, though, is you're not allowed to distribute the core Sphax. You're not allowed to distribute the actual texture pack itself that only modifies vanilla Minecraft. What they're allowed to distribute, however, are their own textures of any other mods or maybe possible retextures. And just those files, and basically the people have to download those files and re-add them in to the Sphax texture pack. Now, Deco, if you're watching, if you ever do watch, please do that. I tell you right now, you'll get so much more respect from the community. Like, you already have the most immense amount of respect for creating OCD and for all your redstoning. Cube Hamster has given you more than enough props. I have watched many of your videos, Deco, and you are one of the few people that understand redstone very well. And in my mind, you're up there with Cube Hamster and Seth Bling. You got skills that far surpass most redstoners, especially at your age. And for that, I'm extremely humbled to be able to watch your videos. But please, don't just sweep up what K2 and PStyles have been doing under the rug. Find a way to work with them and to allow them to distribute their textures for OCD. Not your core textures, their textures. If you allow that, and basically whenever they make it in their description, they have to say, go to whatever your website is that you link up for OCD, go to there. That way you still get recognition, they get recognition. It's a win-win. Everyone wins. It's beautiful. And not only that, but that'll even pave the way for more people to want to come in and say, well, listen, I can retexture this and make this better. Or PStyles or K2 might not know how to do it properly, and some guy can show up and say, listen, well, here's what I got for this mod or this block. We'll call it a fingal or whatever the fudge is going to be called. And here's what I textured it as. And he puts in the system. Like, it'll allow for creativity to expand. Like, you already have the creativity for the vanilla mod pack. People have already created textures for you. Just, it baffles me sometimes, and it's something I recommend you think about. For all those who don't like me ranting, I'm sorry. But that's pretty much my it. So I'm thinking I'm going to call this an episode. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you haven't yet, please like and favorite all my videos, including this one. And if you haven't done so yet either, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay frosty.